Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA news, Alexander Volkanovski says that after he beats Max Holloway, he's going up to lightweight to take the belt from Charles Oliveria.
Yeah, man, that's why I talk about this third fight with Max being a big one. I think, Danny's even touched on it. That this, after this one, I go do my thing. It's going to give me that time to go, at least have the chance to go for that double champ status. That's what I want. So I'm gonna, do what I plan on doing, and then that's what I'm gonna call for. And when I look at Oliveira, dangerous fighter. A lot of people love watching him fight and the exciting fights, but obviously he showed that he can be beat. He showed that in his last few, even though they were exciting. He was almost beating every one of those times. So the thing is with me, I ain't going to give him them opportunities. If I land big on someone, they ain't going to get the opportunity to land big on me. That's not how we roll. I'm going to land big and not get hit. That's the whole point, yeah? So I plan on going up and moving up. He is dangerous. It's going to be a great fight, and I think it'll be a massive fight. But I definitely believe that I can go that double champ status and I'll be successful. But let's worry about Max. But once it's done, hey, Australia, maybe we do it here. Let's see.
Alexander Volkanovski is currently on a 21-fight win streak, which is unheard of in MMA. He's pretty much cleaned out the featherweight division, so it makes sense to move up and challenge Oliveira for the lightweight title. Oliveira is currently riding an 11-fight win streak. In his next bout, he'll be fighting for the undisputed title. Who do you think wins in a super fight between Volkanovski and Oliveira? Petr Yan calls out former champ Henry Cejudo. Ever since retiring in 2020, Henry Cejudo has spoken many times about beating the top guys in the world in 3 different divisions. Henry never misses an opportunity to take shots at anyone following a win or even a loss. Former champ Petr Yan, who is coming off a split decision loss to Aljamain Sterling at UFC 273, now wants Henry to back up everything he's been saying online since retiring. Yan posted a photo with him and Cejudo in a face-off that said, "Hey Henry Cejudo, you talked a lot when you were retired, now it's time to back it up." To which Cejudo replied, "Only if you had the gold, I would have loved to have buried you. You should go back to Dagestan and learn more wrestling because you got out-wrestled by Division III All-American. That wouldn't be smart of you taking an Olympic champ after that loss. I'm after gold. Hashtag bend the knee." Yan replied, "The truth is you retired the day I became #1 contender and unretired on the same day I ceased to be the champion. Now you ducking me again only proving these facts." To which Henry replied, "And you lost to Aljo Lame twice. Do you think that the Olympic champ 2-division UFC is going to play with sorry contenders? Your manager is going to get you hurt. I'll give 20% off if you subscribe to my technique of the week. You know I'm getting the title shot next." Cejudo announced he was re-entering the USADA testing pool, but hasn't made an official announcement to fight. Henry has also been vocal about being compensated properly upon return to action. It should be noted that Petr Yan doesn't currently have an opponent, so it will be interesting to watch how all this unfolds. Who do you think would win in a bout between Yan and Cejudo? Sean O'Malley throws shade at Khabib Nurmagomedov by saying that Charles would be the one to give him problems. He also takes a shot at Khabib's retirement, insinuating that it was very convenient timing.
Ooh, that's the one interesting fight that I would like to see if Khabib came back in the division. It would be Charles. It's everyone else. I think Khabib kind of mauls. I think Charles is the only one that can really give Khabib problems, and who knows? Maybe that's why Khabib stepped away. Maybe he saw, I don't want that guy. So who knows? But yeah, that's one fight that I would be interested in seeing Khabib come back for, is Charles Oliveira. Be a massive fight.
Chael Sonnen calls for up-and-coming fighters to stop asking for more money. He says that he's noticed a trend among fighters that they're having to point out how much of a draw they are, which Chael says you should never do.
If you're at co-main events, please stop. Please. Don't tell us what a draw you are if you didn't outdraw the people on the card that you were just on. If you are not the last one to leave the locker room that you're assigned to, we cannot make believe that you're in command of more money.
Michael Venom Page says he's going to make a statement in his bare-knuckle fighting championship debut against Mike Perry. happening August 20th in London. He recently spoke with MMAfighting.com and said, "To be fair, bare knuckle has always been something, especially in the UK, that a lot of people that I used to look up to in the kickboxing world was doing before when it was underground. So it's always something that I kind of hoped I would be able to do. But obviously it was an underground thing, so I thought it would never be. Then they legalized it over the last few years. It's slowly gotten bigger and bigger. Then I thought maybe towards the end of my career I'll do something like this. But then it's like the opportunity falling into place now, why not? It's just making a few adjustments. My coaches used to do bare knuckle themselves, so they're well versed in that area. I'm just excited. I like making adjustments. It's combat at the end of the day. It's not going to be too far different. But as you say, it's slightly different. It's just making those adjustments, that's it. I think every time I've given myself a new challenge, you have to approach it in the same way it is, with humility and respect to anybody that's in the sport already. In their experience in that world, there's no difference now. When I was in kickboxing going into mixed martial arts, I had to do the same thing. Mixed martial arts to boxing, I had to do the same thing. I've done so many other combat sports as well, you have to do the same thing. As soon as you go to a new area, a new field, you have to give as much respect. I always do, and then the second I find my groove in that area, I turn into MVP again. There are certain things that I have to get right. I'm not overlooking that, but once I get that right, it's a problem for anybody who stands in front of me. With bare knuckles, I expect anybody in this sport, anybody in boxing, anybody in bare knuckle boxing, anybody in mixed martial arts to have a certain level of toughness. He's one of those that has a lot of toughness, and I give him a lot of credit for that. But I've stood across from so many tough fighters before, and I demoralize them. You can be the hardest hitter in the world, you have to land punches. It's going to be difficult. He's going to have somebody that's consecutively landing cleaner strikes. So for him, it's going to be very demoralizing throwing punches, not landing, and then having somebody hit him clean every other couple of seconds. As tough as he is, there's a mental strain I usually put on my opponents until I find the win. I just enjoy combat. If there was something else out there that could challenge me, I look forward to doing that. I just really enjoy combat. I really enjoy expressing my style. I think I've got such an attractive style for a lot of people, but yet devastating. Seriously, I just know once I get in there, relax in there, I'm going to feel great. It's not built for everyone. It's not made for everybody. Some people, even if they think they could do it, they don't want to do it. I think there's no right or wrong, to each their own, but I'm ready to do it. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.